Everything we go through in life is for a reason. So they say. I feel like it's true though, you know what I'm saying? Toni, work on your mind, better elevate your grind in time. Sometimes you need to rewind. Look at all that shit you been through and let that shit be your motivation. For the chances you take, everybody got something to say and speak as if they really with you. To be honest, they just don't have a clue. Ain't walk a mile in your shoe. Better to live like it's nothing to lose than spend your life just trying to prove that you just trying to be you. I'm sick of going with the motion, so I'm breaking the line. Been working hard on my subconscious, reprogramming my mind. Yeah, I go through up and downs, all in all the boy fine. But I be dealing with some things, I'm tired of letting it slide. How I'm talking about your goals and we ain't talking about mine. How come you always call me when you just wanna unwind? How come you never text me and just be like, are you fine? That just show me how this whole time niggas be lying. So I stay to myself, I don't need nobody else. I keep on grinding on my craft and don't expect them to help. I don't need money, don't need fame, see I need spiritual wealth. I need spiritual growth, that's what I'm needing the most. Be a liar if I say I didn't have certain desires. Something to take me higher, set my soul on fire. Whole time just to find out this ain't what I admire. Gotta land the plane before life fly right by you. Work on your mind, better elevate your grind in time. Sometimes you need to rewind. Look at all that shit you been through and let that shit be your motivation. For the chances you take, everybody got something to say and speak as if they really with you. To be honest, they just don't have a clue. Ain't walk a mile in your shoe. Better to live like it's nothing to lose than spend your life just trying to prove that you just trying to be you.
Sacrificing sleep for my dreams. Sailing across the atlas, this shit deeper than some streams. Everything ain't what it seems, and I'm reading in between, translating frequencies from ethereal beings. I can walk through the streets and remain unseen. My protection on the beam, my direction, 7 seas. Cinematic tendencies, currencies, infinite. On some classic type shit, so consistent with the hits. Cosmic message on the lips, clearly heaven never miss. Crucial metamorphosis, I swear I died 1,000 times, but still I rise by the power of Most High. I heard legends never die, but we bound to the crown. That motherfucker heavy than 1,000 evil eyes. Getting stronger with my boundaries, cause my spirit is the prize. And my soul is as vibrant as the moon on summer nights. And my mind is a dive into all that's divine. Sacred scribe, watching Gemini rise. When I was born, I loved my mama womb so much that I was trying to hold on. I had problems with the breath, cause my spirit never left. I survived 1,000,000 threats, projections aimed at my neck, death sentence to my success, abuse of my innocence, transmuting the bullshit, speak life on my lineage, protecting women and kids, raising respectful men, honoring the land, keeping the sacred, infusing the planet with healing and presence, wisdom of ancients, pumping through my veins, scream my ancestors' names, we ain't here to play, coming for every fucking thing you ripped from my kin and them, multiply that shit by 10, can't quantify my existence. I am an uncompromised transmission in this holographic realm of those addicted to the gram. My heart chakra bleeds for those in need of connection. You magnetize all your blessings when you lead with intention, and you lean into forgiveness, and you see all you've been given, and you amplify your mission with compassion for your lessons, giving grace to your versions that's in need of the healing, saving space for potential cause your growth has no ceilings. And now I'm building you up cause you are my reflection. I feel collective fear and pain, and I can't answer all those questions, but we all know the problem, and we cry for solutions. We didn't watch all our legends up and die for the truth. Strange fruit, tongue-tied for our lives by the noose. I will no longer be silenced by those who deny our truth. Fulfilling the prophecy, feeling the potency of a black woman near her prime. What a joy it is to see every win for my sis is a W for me. Reflecting my inner light, is it W or me? No double cup, just tea. Pour libations up for me. When I bounce out this bitch at the altar, sing my name. Leave me raspberry leaf. Fill my cup up for me. Play my voice over the seas. Lava for eternity. Lava is eternity.
Shimim Hotep, Shimim Ra, Ashe. Uncle Jobs and Abe Synapti, Ashe. We give thanks for the verbal elixir and divine frequency of Lava God. Just know if you're hearing my voice, you are the new deity. You are the Neteru. You are the Orisha. You are the Vedic. You are the Mayan, Aztec. You are the Akan, the Dogon. All that is God is in you. So we lack nothing. Give thanks.
Everything's a vibe. Like, this is science. Everything's got its own frequency. We know that energy is neither created or destroyed, it's merely transferred or transformed. When we speak in energy. I don't even think people pay attention half the time in conversation when I say, I feel you, I feel you, I feel you.
You said I read your mind the other day, but baby, we are just connected deeply in another way. That telepathy connection, energy that's manifested through that melanin, electric currents traveling kinetic. What you thinking? But my mama calling me. Coincidence, no higher common sense, a calling ESP. We are magic while this world's unraveling. 5G cannot limit our abilities from traveling. See, I'm on another level, dirty dig it, homie, get the shovel. I'm a rebel in this motherfucker, dancing with these demons. Got them screaming, this world is planting fear inside us. Clearly I'm just over all the brainwashing. Time to wash your brain of all the pain, of all the stress, all the lies you told yourself. Open your eyes and realize you're a diamond in the rock. Don't let them tell you what you're not. It's time to show the world all this magic that we got with telepathy.
So hear me clearly. For me, language is liberation. The words that we have, they define and describe the very things that free our mind, but only when we choose with intention and pay attention to the frequency of the words that we use to construct our realities. Who do you say that you are? I am. I am. Those two words alone are the very beginning to a powerful sequence of awakening yourself to who and all that you are, have been, and will be. We talk in frequency.
Clouded visions, poison minds, can't see clear enough. The world full of interference, so God ain't hearing us. My spouse miles away, can't even take a walk in public. Coronavirus got us locked away like lab subjects. Close your eyes and you can feel the pain, we all connected. Empath, so I sense when every soul's ejected. A mystic, magical, way beyond simplistic. 5G blocking my chi, keeping our signals twisted. Communicate with my mind, mental telepathy. Into a nature, so we speak on different frequencies. My third, I watch, the other two never truly see. The world is an illusion shrouded in secrecy. A king by birthright, a god at first sight. Divine shine bright, blind the wicked at first light. Open your heart chakra and let these words shock you. We telepathic, use your magic like a witch doctor.
Or ancient Egyptian words of power that speaks to the soul. I command your soul to listen. Nukta un mesura aritun ak em ta temau. Nukta un mesura aritun ak em ta temau. Nukta un mesura aritun ak em ta temau. Nukta un mesura aritun ak em ta temau.
It's a war going on in the Congo. It's a war going on in the Congo. Just like a war in the people of our world. In our world. And we act like it's simple. All the trafficking and violence in our world. In our
so numb? Is it because we were forced to love a God that looks like the slave master? And when did we become so numb? Sane living in an insane world can make a sane people go insane. And the tricks that have been done to the melanated brain have been precise while robbing us of our identity. Pain has become our embedded truth while seeking Jesus for change. You see, this ain't just about the minerals. This is about our memories as lifeless blood fuels our phones. But the names of our missing babies never make it to the scrolls. Over 6 million deaths in the Congo. Over 600,000 deaths in the black streets of America since 1990. Over 600,000 babies missing as we still party like it's 1999. And ignoring the genocide as another mother cries and another soldier dies in the wars of our mind.
Numb to the pain that we see. So we Congo.
time to rise. Yeah, lift your eyes. Don't let nobody play with your soul, cause you the prize. Had to change my vision, change my tongue, and change my mind. I even changed my circle, now everything aligned. I'm talking square roots. I'm in the sun, eating bird fruit. Fought through the lions and the tigers just to bear fruit. Head full of locks, tattoos on my bird arms. It's melanin all on my bird's skin. They don't want us to win. See, he a blood, he a crip, they don't want us to blend. If we made in God's image, I'm calling them twin. Yeah, they thought that was the end. Yeah, they tried to break you, but forgot that you could bend. Now we don't talk about what it's been, cause now it's getting better. Used to get cheese from the government, but now we getting fatter. Now it flew together, now it's better weather. Blue skies, right.
Son of mine, don't let them tell you where treasures lie. Hold on to hope and don't close your eyes. Just keep on looking up towards the light. The sun gon' shine, we gon' rise.
It's time to rise. Yeah, lift your eyes. Peace to the goddesses and peace to the gods. I picked up the pieces and said peace to the odds. I ain't who I used to be, I know they all surprised. It's shocking, ain't it? Ain't no blocking, ain't no stopping greatness. Thought it was meant to fall apart, but no, I did the maintenance. I even cut off some dead weight, and though it wasn't painless, when you start applying gems, your body go through changes. Yeah, I used to throw signs, nine-line chakras. I evolved from that thug life, they still wanna pock us. Meditation over medication, do you proper. I started eating plants and let the earth be my doctor. Now they can't stop you, with y'all on your side. And don't forget your ancestors, the angels down the ride, I've been mastering demons and now I feel divine. It's perfect time. If you can hear my voice right now, look down at your feet. See, you right where you supposed to be. But see, some of y'all be posting online and you ain't who you supposed to be. Write this on a post-it note. Post this quote. It's time to
Son of
ride.
mine, don't let them tell you where treasures lie. Hold on to hope and don't close your eyes. Just keep on looking up towards the light. The sun gon' shine, we gon' rise.
Melanin supercharged, yeah. Copping colloidals, monoatomic gold, dripping in minerals, yeah. All this stardust got me on glow. Melanin supercharged, yeah. Copping colloidals, monoatomic gold, dripping in minerals, yeah. All this stardust got me on glow.
Raspberry oxygen filled my mind, yeah. Carbon bombs unlock levels in my spine, yeah. Natty rise like antenna for a crown, yeah. Reach for the clouds, light beaming down. Crystalline queen on the scene with my copper and my jewels. Gold water for the fuel, loving every molecule. Aquamarine shining, the ocean in me thriving. Take a sip, take a dip. 92 minerals, I got all of them. Hope you don't get blinded by the light in my skin. Glowing from deposits of this bright melanin. I got a quartz where my heart is. Clear love, yeah. I got a quartz where my heart is. Clear loving.
Melanin supercharged, yeah. Copping colloidals, monoatomic gold, dripping in minerals, yeah. All this stardust got me on glow. Melanin supercharged, yeah. Copping colloidals, monoatomic gold, dripping in minerals. Yeah, all this stardust got me on gold. Indigo hues, 7-pointed crown, and my amethyst now. Yeah, if you listen close, you can hear the sound of the gemstone. Wow, yeah, spirals all around. Yeah. Electric dreams underground, mining for the gold, yeah. So tap into your soul, yeah. Sitting in a quiet room, but your thoughts so loud, yeah. So many cycles completed, energy depleted, enemies defeated. That ultralight still beaming, roses rising out of the semen, yeah, yeah. So many cycles completed, energy depleted, enemies defeated. That ultralight still beaming, roses rising out of the semen. Yeah.
As we interface with the elements, we can elevate in this resonance. We rise with grace and elegance. Our magic is evident, yeah, yeah. Shine, guide, protect us, love from the most high. Gems deep in the ground, elevate my vibe now. Shine, guide, protect us, love from the most high. Gems deep in the ground, elevate my vibe now.
Melanin supercharged, yeah. Copping colloidals, monoatomic, dripping in minerals, yeah. All this stardust got me on gold. Melanin supercharged, yeah. Copping colloidals, monoatomic, dripping in minerals, yeah. All this stardust got me on gold.
Surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times, so I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my code to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.
Peace and blessings, Starseeds. Woo. Okay, I'm real close. Hey, peace and blessings. All right, y'all. I am back on the mic, so tell me if I'm too loud, too low, too anything. I can't tell. I'm trying to adjust. But peace and blessings. It is the goddess Ra'el. This is Pronoia Starseed Podcast, y'all. I'm excited. So I've been, holding out. Can y'all let me know if I'm too loud? Peace and blessings. Thank you for being in the building tonight. All right. So I was waiting on our guest tonight, and we did coordinate, but, we on different time zones, y'all. And she's on Central Time. I'm on Eastern, and I'm hoping that we got the times correct. So I was kind of holding out, playing a lot of music. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yes. While we wait for Miss Toni Hickman to join us here, I did want to play her video, Congo. It was officially came out, I believe, last week. And knowing that I was going to do this show, she really had me delve into the war in Congo. And you guys, if you have not done any research or heard of it, because it's not on the news, I've heard a mention in a couple of news articles, but not as much as you would think it would be mentioned. And but if you've not done any history research on the war that's been going on for quite some time in Congo, that is extremely gruesome, please do. Again, in preparing for this interview, I did some research, and I don't know, I'm very sympathetic, and I'm very sensitive to violence, to any type of inhumane acts. And I'm gonna tell you, these headphones are driving me crazy, so I'm gonna take these off real quick. Hold on. Just hope that I can hear everything, and I hope I come in through clear again. So any inhumane acts were, they touch me in my heart space. But what is going on in Congo is wow. You guys, like, honestly, I had no idea that, when we were growing up, there was the movie that came out, Hotel Rwanda, and they talked about, the Hutu and the Tutsi and that genocide that happened there. But after that, like, I hadn't heard much else, I mean, you guys, again, you can let me know in the comments if you know anything about it, but it continued. Like, those same, militia groups moved into the Congo area, and this continued on, and it's very gruesome. The amount of people that died and that have died and continue to die in the Congo it's a ridiculous amount. And I'm not talking about just soldiers. I'm talking about women. I'm talking about innocent children. I'm talking about rape. I'm talking about all kinds of things that are going on out there that are So when Miss Hickman joins us, we will get into that. But in the meantime, I'd like to play her video, Congo, here on Pronoia Starseed Podcast. And I hope that we got it mixed up. But if so, she should be popping in sometime soon, because I've been playing quite a few videos. But if not, we'll reschedule with her. But in the meantime, as I said, Miss Toni Hickman, if you did not know, she is one half of The Cure. I played Telepathy earlier, and I'll play that again tonight. I played that quite a bit, and she's been here on Pronoia Starseed Podcast before with her other member of The Cure, and it was a great show then. And so we premiered the Telepathy here, so I'll play that a little bit later on as we await our guest. So thank you for tapping into Pronoia tonight. I hope you guys have had a good weekend. It is Sunday, and my hair is doing what it want to do. It's driving me crazy, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Them headphones, my hair today, but it's been a beautiful day. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a great day, so I hope you have too. Sit back, relax. I'm trying to get comfortable. As you see, the cats are back. Yes, the setup is getting back to the old Pronoia, but it's still the rebirth, just a little twist to it. I'm getting comfortable in my space again. Yes. So sit back, relax. I'm going to play Congo for you guys, and hopefully our guests will be joining us soon. I hope you've cleansed your space and you're relaxed and enjoying your Sunday evening. Again, thank you for tapping into Pronoia Starseed Podcast. It is the goddess Rael, and I'll be right back with you after this video.
Is a war going on in the Congo?
Is it because we were forced to love a God that looks like the slave master? And when did we become so numb? Sane living in an insane world can make a sane people go insane. And the tricks that have been done to the melanated brain have been precise while robbing us of our identity. Pain has become our embedded truth while seeking Jesus for change. You see, this ain't just about the minerals. This is about our memories as lifeless blood fuels our phones. But the names of our missing babies never make it to the scrolls. Over 6 million deaths in the Congo. Over 600,000 deaths in the black streets of America since 1990. Over 600,000 babies missing as we still party like it's 1999. And ignoring the genocide as another mother cries and another soldier dies in the wars of our mind. Numb to the pain that we see. So we in the Congo. It's time for resurrection. We gotta resurrect our minds, our minds, our minds. We gotta resurrect our minds.
Peace and blessings, Starseeds. That was Congo by Toni Hickman, Emmy award-winning Toni Hickman. Yes, indeed. So I have reached out to my sister, and I am still awaiting her response. In the meantime, in between time, I hope you enjoyed the video. Yes, I want to get into it with her because I want to know, like, what made her compare the wars in the Congo with exactly what's going on with the melanated people here in the United States at this time, because baby, it is a lot going on. Oh, hold on. Here she is. Hold on one second, you guys. While I jump on with her, let me leave you with telepathy. I'll be right back.
Everything's a vibe. Like, this is science. Everything's got its own frequency. We know that energy is neither created or destroyed. It's merely transferred or transformed. When we speak in energy. I don't even think people pay attention half the time in conversation when I say, I feel you, I feel you, I feel you.
You said I read your mind the other day, but baby, we are just connected deeply in another way. That telepathy connection, energy that's manifested through that melanin, electric currents traveling kinetic. What you thinking? But my mama calling me coincidence, no higher common sense, a calling ESP. We are magic while this world's unraveling. 5G cannot limit our abilities from traveling. See, I'm on another level, dirty, dig it, homie, get the shovel. I'm a rebel in this motherfucker, dancing with these demons. Got without them screaming. This world is planting fear inside us. Clearly, I'm just over all the brainwashing. Time to wash your brain of all the pain, of all the stress, all the lies you told yourself. Open your eyes and realize you're a diamond in the rock. Don't let them tell you what you're not. It's time to show the world all this magic that we got with telepathy.
So hear me clearly. For me, language is liberation. The words that we have, they define and describe the very things that free our mind, but only when we choose with intention and pay attention to the frequency of the words that we use to construct our realities. Who do you say that you are? I am. I am. Those two words alone are the very beginning to a powerful sequence of awakening yourself to who and all that you are, have been, and will be. We talk in frequency.
Clouded visions, poison minds, can't see clear enough. The world full of interference, so God ain't hearing us. My spouse miles away, can't even take a walk in public. Coronavirus got us locked away like lab subjects. Close your eyes and you can feel the pain, we all connected. Empath, so I sense when every soul's ejected. A mystic, magical, way beyond simplistic. 5G blocking my chi, keeping our signals twisted. Communicate with my mind, mental telepathy. Into nature, so we speak on different frequencies. My third, I watch, the other two never truly see. The world is an illusion shrouded in secrecy. A king by birthright, a god at first sight. Divine shine bright, blind the wicked at first light. Open your heart chakra and let these words shock you. We telepathic, use your magic like a witch doctor.
Or ancient Egyptian words of power that speaks to the soul. I command your soul to listen. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak em ta tema'u. The chaz un mesura aritun ak im ta tema'u.
That's like one of my favorite, The Cure. And I wish I had downloaded all their videos tonight, but I thought I was going to bring my sister up quickly, so I ain't have them all in. She has, oh my goodness, they have a lot of videos, and I had them on my last couple of podcasts back. I played all of their videos. One of my favorites, God Complex. Oh my goodness. Yes. So thank you for tapping back in to Pronoia Starseed Podcast. I just got off with Toni. I knew it was a mix-up because I told her to come on. I was getting it mixed up, y'all. I was saying Eastern time. She's on Central time. But anyway, my sister is on her way. So in the meantime, in between time, I hope everything is good with you, Starseeds. How are you tonight? If you did not see, we had September calendar come out. We got what a lineup we have for September. We have, let me tell you, Tarot Tuesdays is going to be crazy next month. So make sure you tapping in every Tuesday next month. I believe we have a reader on. Also, we'll be following up with episode 2 of The Chosen and the Lost. Lord, the Fallen. This one will be specifically for The Chosen. So make sure you tap in for that. Also, we have quite a few guests. I rolled out the calendar again. Check it out on Instagram. If you're not following me over there, please make sure you do. It's Pronoia Starseed Podcast everywhere on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube. I thank you all. We continue to grow. Thank you for letting people know where we are and what we do here. Again, we love the music, so, I will keep the music rolling until our guest is in the building. She says she'll be here in a few minutes, so it won't be much longer. And y'all know, y'all enjoying the music tonight. It's a Sunday. You don't have work tomorrow, do you? Do you work tomorrow? I hope not. A lot of us are just chilling. So enjoy, and we will be back with Miss Toni Hickman soon, you guys. Yeah, that's it right now. I'm gonna play a good song from Free Soul. Be yourself.
You ain't gotta talk about bodies that you never caught. You ain't gotta try to rock Prada, you can buy Lacoste. Tryna follow trends, gonna throw your zen way off. Take a good look in the mirror when you feeling lost. Be yourself, king. Should be yourself. Should be yourself, king. Should be yourself. Should be yourself, king. Should be yourself. And really the greatest thing that you could be is to be yourself. It's a whole lot of insecurities on display. When he go and spend his whole advance on a diamond chain. When he tricking off on these hoes trying to fill the void. When he steady popping on these ends trying to numb the pain. When he flexing all on the gram showing off the bands. When he knowing damn well that he got it off a scam. I don't wanna see you do a bid trying to get a lamb. It's a lot of ways to go legit, think about your fam. Cause you ain't gotta lie to kick it. You ain't gotta pop prescription. You ain't gotta load up the stick. You ain't gotta slide on niggas. You ain't gotta spin the block. Cause you ain't really got no ops for real. That's just your ego tryna take over. Really, that's the one that you got to kill. Why everybody wanna be on demon time when your angels gon' ride for real? That feeling of emptiness deep inside is something the money will not fulfill. And we gotta get back alignment with God, cause that's the only way that time will heal. Yeah. Yeah. You ain't gotta talk about bodies that you never caught. You ain't never caught. You ain't gotta try to rock Prada, you can buy Lacoste. You can buy Lacoste. Tryna follow trends, gonna throw your zen way off. Take a good look in the mirror when you feeling lost. Be yourself, king. Should be yourself. Should be yourself, king. Should be yourself. Should be yourself, king. Should be yourself. And really the greatest thing that you could be is to be yourself.
Hey, peace and blessings, Starseeds. All right, I see my sister. I'm sorry, I got her all mixed up, y'all. I did it though. I'm gonna bring her on now. The beautiful, the one and only Toni Hickman. Peace and blessings.
Hello. I think I got it confused too. I think it was both of us. Just
Yeah, because when
operating
we
in these
talking in the
different time
sevens, I should
zones.
have kept it at the 7 time zone. But I started talking in the 8s, and so you was like, okay.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm here.
Yay! welcome back to Pronoia Starseed Podcast. How
Yes,
are
thank you
you?
for having me. I'm wonderful. No complaints. Like I'm wonderful. I'm grateful and really honored to be on your podcast. Yeah,
Oh, so
like
glad to have you back. It's been
thank
a
you for
while, but
having me. I know.
you've been doing a
Yeah.
lot too. I am so proud of you. I'm always looking and smiling. Every time I see you pop up, I'm like, there she goes. She be at it, she be on us, she be teaching. You're very authentic, you're very you, and you're always teaching from a space of love. So I really love that about you.
I
So
received that. Thank you. Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome. So earlier we did play Congo, and I'm going to play it again before we go off the show tonight. But can you give us a little background on the new video Congo? And I love how you compared again, like how we are living now here in the United States to the wars that are going on over there in the Congo. And man, you had me doing my research. I showed you the other day. I was over there in tears. I had no
Yeah.
idea how long this war for real has been really going on.
Right, right. And I think that's done all by design. Like this, we already have a lot going on, but I think it's important for the powers that be to make sure that we don't focus on that and we're only focused on the chaos that we deal with in America. So, yeah,
And I
but
see that
go ahead.
comparison. I see how you did the video with the young lady and then the guy, and I saw as I was watching the documentary on Congo, there's so many rapes. I mean, there is so much going, and it really broke my heart because it used to be just the wars would be the soldiers, it's soldiers,
Yeah,
but no, this is babies and children. And what
no.
brought you to like that topic?
Um, I don't even remember how. I think there is and I put them in the video, but there's this organization called Team Congo, and some kind of way they came across my feed, and I was just like, and I knew about I think everybody knew about it a long time ago at one point. Like we heard about the wars in Rwanda and Congo, but then us in America, we never really just started putting it all together. And so when I started digging, I just kept on digging. And like you, I just really got emotional again. And I was first thought was like, what can I do? And art is everything. Like art is the way that we express messages that people listen to if they're ready to listen to it, because that's another thing too. You have a lot of conscious, like you play it a lot on this show, and so you have a lot of conscious music out there, but the vibration of the world right now is not ready to embrace the conscious yet. I think they're starting to come around. But and so uh that song was promoted or influenced by what I saw, but then the realities that we face in America, like I say in the song, like the real war is inside of us. And until we work on mastering us, mastering our addictions, mastering our thoughts, mastering self as a whole, I believe that we will continue to be on a state of just like fight or flight, and not getting beyond that. But it's on us. It's not just everywhere. Like I don't know if you saw the video where I said my holistic health teacher taught me about how important it is to not focus on one thing. Like if doctors go and they say, oh, you have a heart disease, they'll give you medicine just for the heart disease. But then that medication can also trigger something else in the body. And so then you end up with all these other issues simply because you just focused on the heart instead of focusing on their whole human, everything that they're doing wrong, including the things that we have that traumatize us, that feed our addictions, feed our disease, feed all of that. And so just being able to look at America, look at that and say like, okay, we can even focus, like everybody's eyes are on the Palestine Gaza war. Okay, but you can look at that, but then you have Congo over here sitting and nobody is acknowledging it. Like y'all choose to not acknowledge us as a whole. But again, how do we fix it? We can talk, we could sing, we could rap, we could say it all day long. But until we, I think, unite, but also acknowledge something in us that we are not waking up, we're going to continue on this path. So it's a choice. Like, do we want to continue on this path? Because I don't. That's why, oh, excuse me. That's why I said, like, we have to let go of our fears. Because while I understand or understand why we are fearful. I mean, look what happens. They have displayed what happens to people who speak up or share their thoughts or whatever. But at what point do we allow this to continue? At what point, like, do we just take it? Do we just take it? Do we just take it and shut the F up? Right? Or do we start doing something? Because we are not the only ones that want something done. The whole world is at this state of like looking for their rescuer, when really all of us are the rescuer that we need. And so even combining with other people and getting everybody on the same page needs to be the focus. I have my opinions about who is in lead. I have my opinions about um the people that we call white. I don't believe that everybody that fits under that category is the same concept. I believe that um because their skin is the palest, it is easier for other entities to take over and look like them. That's what I believe. But I have no proof of what I'm saying. So, yeah, but that's what I believe. But I digress on that subject. 'Cause that is a touchy subject. And yeah, that's when the cuckoo come out and most people saying that. So, yeah. Yeah.
And I know we talked about that. I wanted to get into the spiritual aspect of it because when I watched the documentary that I watched, and I was like, I really was like taken aback because I watched a commander that looked like us, and smoking a cigar and giving directions while there's women with children on their backs rushing and covering their heads and trying not to get, and they are like targeting. These are just regular people just because they're from one place or the other place, and it
Oh,
was crazy
yeah.
'cause it's been going on since the 90s.
Exactly.
It's the same Hotel Rwanda,
Yes.
same. And
Yes.
like watching it, I had no clue.
Yep.
This has been going on for so long.
Yeah. And it's like it took a break and it went right back up, but the break wasn't long at all. So, yeah, it has been going on for a long time. But what did you want to bring up about it spiritually?
Spiritually, so when I was watching it, again, and in this time, a lot of these wars are fought on the 5D prior to they even being seen here. And there's always been spiritual warfare going on. Um, the but to know that we are not talking about soldiers killing soldiers. We're not talking about two groups who agreed to go to war and fight each other. We're talking about civilians. We're talking about people just being in the streets. We're talking about babies. We're talking about people trying to go to school. The type of energy you have to carry. That's what I wanted to talk about. Because again, on one of the shows I spoke about fragmentation of the soul, and how when people become fragmented, we are able to have entity attachments because we leave that space open. And then when you
Mhm.
see people, I believe, that are that malicious to the point where they just, I mean, he had took pride in it. He had a smile on his face. He was excited about what he was doing. It wasn't like he wasn't fighting for his life. He was maliciously killing women and children. What I believe that the war is bigger than just the physical war. I believe that this is a really big spiritual war that's going on right now. And if we don't get a handle on it, and this is why I believe that like a lot of the healers and the, light workers or whatever the names that they want to give us, the awakeners, you know, the reason why we had began to come into place because of just this. Like I believe that just, we have human bodies, right? But just because we have a human body and you see me and I see you doesn't mean we carry the same type of spirit within us.
Absolutely. Right. Right.
When I watched that documentary, just from a spiritual aspect, the spirit in me felt that energy, that was a lot of negative, a lot of entity attachments, a lot of faces that look like ours, but souls that not like us, you know? So I don't even know what the question is more so than
Well, I want to dig into that
okay.
because I think it's something similar to what I just said with uh some of the people who look white. And I am seeing that like on both sides, it's beyond color at this point. It looks like it's beyond color. And so we don't know what we don't know, but uh there is an imbalance that comes when we as melanin dominant people are attacked. So if you pay attention in Africa, in Haiti, in America, pretty much throughout the world, we have constantly dealt with this energy. But you have people that look like us too, that have worked with the darker side of like us being here. And so for me, I think that like, yeah, I think there are other energies at play or other entities at play that are in control of some of these bodies. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. That's the same with the people in the government, all of that. Like there is no way it's all just this is what I've learned through trial and error, but it's not all just one idea. Everything would have us lead our thoughts to it being one idea. But what if that idea is the joke? What if that is the joke and it was needed to make us go against each other so we don't know how to bond. We don't know how to correct this. We don't know because we have so much frustration and anger toward each other that we don't know how to come together. And then it happens in our culture too, in just melanin dominant people where we don't know how to come together because you know you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're a Crip, you're a Blood, you're a Christian, you're a Buddhist, all of these reasons why we can't come together. And meanwhile, we're going through our own chaos because we have judgments, you know? So, um, yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we don't know. There's way more things that we don't know than we do know. And going into it with that open mind is the key for me because yeah, a lot doesn't make sense.
A lot doesn't make sense. No.
Yeah.
Because I mean, just again, how you compared the war there to how melanated people are being here, it's the same thing to me again as comparing like as above so below, right?
Yes.
And so again, the war, the bigger war spiritually is for our souls and for us to, because again, I in my mind I think of again, I compared the humans, we are almost like what they consider like what the jinn are almost like um Islam,
I'd
because they have a
say, yeah,
choice, right? Like humans,
right,
we have a choice, right?
right,
But we
right.
don't realize that like we make this choice not knowing that every choice we make impacts our soul, right?
Yeah.
And so when we make these choices, there's entities on both sides rooting for wanting us to make one choice or the other.
Either way. Yep.
Either way,
Yep.
right. And so when we have more people making the choices towards greed and lust and those lower vibrational things, then the army on the other side gets thicker and thicker and thicker.
And right now they are thick as thieves
Thick as
because
thieves.
because we are completely out of alignment with ourselves.
Yes.
And I think it is because of the chaos that we constantly have to deal with. Like it's so we're so individualized at this point. And as a person who really appreciates my solitude, I also see how being sold to ourselves can be a complicated thing because we don't know how to come together. And now we're looking we're looking at everybody is like, well, if this person don't do this, then you get away from them. If this person don't do this, then if they're not doing this, then get away from them. So we pushing everybody away. You see everybody talking about making their jars to hex one person. And I'm just like, and to each his own. Everybody, this is not me judging everybody. I know everybody is on their own journey. So let me say that first. But what would happen if we all decided to unite? Like, what would really happen? And I'm not talking about just melanin dominant people. I'm talking about everything that is for the light.
Yes.
Straight up. Just, are you for the light? And if you're ready to unite, how does that look? Because we hold the power.
Yes, absolutely.
But go ahead.
No, yeah, it's like one light can light up. So you can have 1,000 that are in darkness, and that one and that 1,000,
It's
and that's
still
why
add light. Yeah.
and that's why when there are spiritual attacks, it's in groups. Why? Because one light. You mean I'm about to one-on-one ain't fair. It's got to be 1,000 against one because your light is so bright. So if we all come together, really, like you're saying, and that I think, again, we are being led to do that in different ways. Your platform, my platform, we're finding ways to come together because we're all different in different spaces because that's how we were meant to be sprinkled out. We couldn't all be together. That wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair.
No. No, I mean, and the individual route has a key to an extent. The individual route is how we heal ourselves.
Yes.
It's how we start the journey of fixing ourselves. But in the meantime, we still have to I believe we still need to look at ways in unifying on a bigger level.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to add this because I said this in one of my videos too. And this was a download. I was walking in a park, and I went under this tree and I started talking to the tree. And it was put on me to look at everything as a whole. And it was the tree. It's like I got this wisdom that said, y'all are the ones that are supposed to be this energy. And so the key is acknowledging that if we are under attack everywhere in the world on earth, right? Just picture this. If we are the ones that are under attack in the world everywhere on earth, then that is on purpose, and that is by design, because our energy radiates the most since we are the keepers of nature. And so, since that is the key, it is very important for the entities that want to stabilize their power to keep us in chaos. But if we as a people come together and come out of chaos, that is the beginning of it breaking down.
That is it.
Yeah.
That is it. And I believe that is where things are moving. It feels very slow, but I feel like it's slow and fast at the same time.
Right.
Like we just went through a real slow portal, and then how I go, you hit this.
Exactly.
Yes. And I feel like even you saying that, it's like we are on the same wavelength because I'm thinking the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important that, again, I met Melissa. I'm going to highlight her here.
Okay.
She always posts such really resonating messages. And it's crazy because it's like what I went through was I thought was so specific to me. But I realized that as a collective, we all were going through, and I'm talking about the healers, the light workers, all of us who are the awakeners. I'll call us the awakeners because we're the ones who are opening the door because it's got to get pushed open. So it's being pushed. As like you said, that individual healing or that individual mission is because we have to heal first in order to even help heal anyone else.
I promise we do. We have to. You're right.
And I believe that when I see her messages sometimes, it reminds me that it's not just me going through what I'm going through, but as a collective, we are being awakened at this time because it is the time. And it's everybody on the outside is panicking because of the chaos and destruction. While on the inside of me, there's so much peace in knowing that the structures are coming down, because
Yeah.
that means there is room for rebuilding.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree 110%. Yeah.
Yes. And those who have, yes, and it is for those at this time who have the eyes to see or the ears to hear, and who want to, because we're past we were in I think an age of, just wanting to wake everybody up, but now we're at the age of like finding each other that are
Yeah.
already here, and
Yeah.
realizing that, okay, so do you going through this too? Okay, so it's an energy, like you said, trying to,
Mhm.
you can't, if we all get together, it's a problem.
I know. And so how smart is that of the entities that are controlling everything to say, like, yeah, let's give them chaos on top of chaos on top. Like, and we are so fight or flight where we can't even see past the chaos because it comes so heavy. And when I say we, I'm speaking on me too. Like, I'm not, in the pedestal looking down. I'm going through it with everybody because this is something that we all have to master. We all have to learn how to master ourselves. But when we do, I'm telling you, it's everything. I know it's everything. I've seen it. But we just have to get there and be excited about getting there. Be excited about going on your fast. Be excited about going on your in meditation and facing yourself and looking at your shadows and looking at what you need to deal with within, because that is you dealing with the final energies that you need to release in order to become.
Yep. To
Yeah.
get to that wholeness of you.
Yeah.
And I think people have been so scared to do that, that we've been forced into doing it, because it doesn't matter if you want to or not. Your frequency affects everything else, and you can't stop what the universe got rolling. So you're gonna be a part of it. You're gonna get rolled over. But
Okay, like it or not, straight up.
It's the mother energy. I be
Yeah.
trying to tell people that mother, like your mother, she love you, but it is what it is, Mom.
Yes.
Like I say, get up. It's time to get up.
Yes.
You got the nice little alarm the first time. You got the little this time.
Okay, get up. Right.
That's up in here.
Like I'm coming with my belt.
That's right. Get your ass.
For real. Yeah.
That's the universe right now. It's like it's cleansing itself. It's and in doing so, again, that consciousness is returning. This, that to me, that Christ consciousness.
Yes, it's coming out, and you see it online everywhere. It's so many people, and some people may be ahead of us, and some people may be behind us. But long as you are en route, and not going back to, like, we are in a year where we have to kind of get it together at this point. If we don't get it together now, then we are the ones that are hurting ourselves, because this is the year of completion. And so what is on our spirits that we need to, like, take care of, even if it's just even admitting to yourself how you are getting in your own way and deciding to stop. That is the biggest issue. So
Yes. No, you are so right. The year of completion, the year of the snake, the shedding of the old skin,
all
it's
of
the
that.
year of it all. It's not just words. It's actually, you can see it, the shedding, the
You
release.
can feel it. I don't know if you've been going, look, I know you a Pisces sun and I'm a Pisces rising, baby.
I can feel it in the air.
Yeah, it's been some changes. So yeah. I'll leave
Oh,
it.
and yes, and then with those we got the North Node is in Pisces at this time too,
and we're going on this eclipse, and
the eclipses is coming, Miss Toni Hickman. And listen, okay, so all right. I'm getting excited now. Okay, I'm sorry.
Look, you have your camera this way. Can I just try something right quick? Y'all gonna still see me? Okay, that's not working. Okay.
It's okay. That was cute.
I thought I'd try.
She's like, let me see.
All right.
Yeah, I'm on my computer. I think it's because you yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. It's okay.
But you had posted something, and I believe we always resonate. Again, you be working on your stuff, but I always, when I watch you, it just be like, that's my sister right there. And you were talking about a new segment I think you're going to be doing, right? And I'm really excited about it because whenever you want to send an invite to the projector to come on, because I can tell you about my gifts as well. When you say you was getting the downloads from your dolls,
Yes.
you want to share a little bit, just a little bit about that? Because you can't
Oh,
leave me on no cliffhanger like that. I was like, wait, what? She said, what? Let me show you something real quick, because my kids being here freaking out. And then when you said that, I'm over here looking at my little dolls. Let me just show you.
okay. Okay.
And I'm over there, and I watched your little thing, and then she was sitting over there, and she was looking at me like, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm like, what you got to say, Toni? So please tell us.
Look, I had somebody on TikTok. They was like, "So you really talk to yourself?" I said, "Okay, let's." Yes, I will give you what I was talking about
Okay.
then. I was young. I was young. My mother was a 7-day Adventist, and so she had always taught me, we're not supposed to dance. We're not supposed to listen to certain music and just different things. But then she let me go to a friend's house. She was like, she's actually my birthday twin. And I went to her house for a Halloween party, right? I went to her house for a Halloween party and I danced to music and I had fun. And so when I got back home, I had this guilt on me like no other. And that's the first time I acknowledged that I hear them. But that I hear spirits, but because of the world that we live in, something has to be directed out. And so that was the best way for the ancestors, the spirit guides, or whoever we want to label that, to speak to me. And so I'm talking to my dolls, and I used to do this all the time. This is just a particular moment I remember of them giving me advice. And I was just like, yeah, I feel so guilty, my mom told me not to, blah blah blah. And one of the dolls was just like, just go tell her she's not gonna be mad. And the other one was like, yeah, just go tell her you don't need to worry about anything. And after they said that, I was just like, all right, let me go tell her. And I went and told her, and they were right.
Wow.
And that was the beginning of it. But I have kind of ignored it because of the world we live in, on top of, uh, for a long time, I think I grew up with these people pleasing tendencies and wanting to please everybody. So that meant me dumbing down self, or making me feel, or not feeling like I wasn't enough, and so I'm finally, like, especially with family, I didn't, because I'm already the person who doesn't, I'm not Christian, I scream it loud. But even before then, my mother was 7-day Adventist instead of like what the typical idea of going to church was, which was Sunday instead of Saturday. So we were already in that box.
Mm-hmm.
And so I stayed small for a long time in certain areas of my life, simply because I didn't want people to think a certain way. And I've just finally got to this point, like, I know this, my half of the Alika lessons y'all get, that's literally beyond me. That's why I be like, I'm learning it too, because it comes to me in codes, it comes to me in lessons, it comes to me, and it's very loud. And so there is a lot of information that I want to share, but it's not from me. And that's what's being born, because it's not from me. It's from the ethers. And
Yes.
yeah.
I understand that, because a lot of times when I go back and watch my podcast, most of the time I don't know what I'm saying. And I'll go back and be like, dang, was that message for me, from me? You know, I didn't even know
Hmm.
I'd said it because you're channeling. Oh yeah, always. And
Yeah.
it's been happening. And like you said, because it's not typical. I grew up in a church environment, and of course, I claimed to the church in the beginning because that's what I knew. Of course, the spirituality in me needed
Absolutely.
something, right? It was just
Yes.
like I need some way, but
Right.
I've always heard the voice through me. And I mean, since I was 9 was the first time I heard it like loud and clear. And then after that, it was always, and I was a lot of times alone. So that
Yeah.
voice, yeah, it was always there. And so when I would just trust that inner knowing, like just know and go with it, it's like it got louder. And it
Yep.
became more like it would talk to me all day, all night if I let it,
Yeah.
and it's like what you seek is seeking you type of thing. Like,
Exactly, exactly. And is we still it can be unknown all the energies that are coming through. We don't know what every voice is, but we know it's of wisdom. So it could
yes,
be us in the 5D. It could be our ancestors. It could be spirit guides that we don't know about. It can be
yes,
anything, but we know that it is of a higher source. And
yes.
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree. I agree because
You said the muscle of consciousness.
yes,
Exactly.
when I
Yeah.
was the voice when I heard it when I was 9, it sounds like what I sound like now.
Yep.
It
Yep.
and it was because I told the story before. My mom was being abused at the time by her boyfriend, and we lived in deep in the South, and so we were on a dirt road, and I was little. I was probably like 6 or 7, and my mom like told us to run. So we got out the car, and I had my shoes were off because we was country kids,
Yeah.
we was
Yeah.
asleep in
Yeah.
the back seat. So we running, and I'm crying, my brother's crying. We are running to the neighbor, and the neighbor was like 2 miles away. So we're running,
Oh wow.
and as I'm running, I hear a voice, and it says, "It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. This is the hardest that it'll ever be. Just keep going." And I
Oh.
didn't know what it was. It freaked me out and I was a kid. But after that, anytime I went through anything, I always thought about like that was the hardest time. Like
Mm-hmm.
and even when I go through stuff now, that voice, I realized that was me. And like, so when you said that, that could be you on the 5D. Absolutely. It's
Right.
not always a channel directly necessarily divine. It may be your ancestors, maybe your spirit guide,
Mm-hmm.
but it's always guidance and wisdom for
Yeah.
you or for others. You know,
Yes, yeah, for others as well. It
yes,
could be for both. I think it can come a lot of times mine comes for both. It's not just for me. It's just like it'll come for me and I'm like, I need to share this.
yes.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Oh,
Yeah.
Tony. So, okay, another thing before I'm not going to hold you too long, but before I
It's
let you
all good.
go, you are a certified human design coach. Yes. We love human design over here. We love it.
Yeah,
So how was the
yeah.
process?
It was amazing. It is amazing. I just did a reading today and the sister posted it on her story and everything. It touched my heart because what I believe, because the guy who discovered human design, they have said certain things about him, like, stealing from other cultures, from I Ching and India or whatever. And basically, what I was telling the sister, I said, even if he did, this information is information that came back to us for a reason. And so, even if he did, um, what is astrology? What is all of this? Like if we have to dig deep into it, all of it is a breakdown of what was original, So but I think this wisdom that comes from human design gives you a map of your life, literally. Like it'll tell you why you are the way you are, why you operate the way you operate, what you can't change your thumbprint, your fingerprint. So how are you going to make this chart your best chart?
Yes.
And you have all the tools to tell you exactly who you are, how you stand out, and your best way of standing out. How else? That's your map. That's a road map. And
Yes.
if you have that, you have everything to lead you in this life.
So right.
And yeah, I know. I know.
What
And
is your human design, Toni?
I'm a manifesting generator.
Just like Claudia.
Yeah,
That is so
yeah, yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I'm a 5-1 manifesting
That's right.
generator.
I remember you are 5'1". That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yes.
So,
That is the what is that? The heretic in the
yeah, I don't know the names per se, but I
yeah.
know I have
An
my book in front of
investigator.
me. But yeah, it's the investigator is one. So
Yes,
anybody with
one.
one is an investigator.
Yeah.
I'm an investigator. I look into everything. But looking at my chart, I learned that like I am a like I am medically empathic. That's why, and I was drawn to be a holistic health practitioner. But in my chart, I saw that like that's part of my design. Is like I'm medically empathic. I can see when people have issues or whatever. And then I'm highly empathic as a whole. That's in my chart. I am meant to be empathic because my title for me is called the unique savior.
That's your cross?
I didn't like it when I first heard it. I
What?
really didn't.
Hold on.
Mm-mm.
I gotta write. I'm gonna make sure I clip it. The unique savior is the left or right? Do you know? Like left angle cross
No,
or
no,
right?
no, no, no. That's when see, I have to look at it and I can't look.
Oh,
It's
it's
on
just
my
that's
phone.
the synopsis of what your
Synopsis of who
your
I
five
am.
okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, got you. The unique savior.
Yeah. And
And
when
you
I
didn't like
heard
it.
it,
Why?
because I find, and even with me being a people pleaser, uh, that was preparing me. But to me, when I first heard it, I was like, I don't want to save everybody. I don't want to be responsible for saving people. I don't want to always be there for, like, I need to be there for me. This is how I was thinking. But then, my teacher was just like, well, it doesn't mean that like you have to be that person. You were meant, maybe you have been given to everybody, but now you need to be able to look and see, am I giving my energy to the right sources? You still need to give. You're here to give. You're here to serve. And all of us are in some way, in some form. But yeah, once I started digging into it, I think it just helped me understand why I am the way I am, why I give so much of myself, and just and also how important it is for me to create balance for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, when you are such a big giver like that, it is important to create that balance. But I love that your spirit is giving in itself. And,
I see.
sometimes we do have to realize that even when we are called to give, we can monitor the ways that we do it so that our energy isn't depleted from doing so because
Yes.
that happens a lot. Yeah. I think his mine is the right angle. Whichever angle is for the people. One angle is for it's like self, and one angle is for others. And mine is the right angle
Mm,
cross of spirit, and it's basically that I'm supposed to embody spirit in everywhere I go. And it's
right.
so crazy because I feel like I've always been very, even when I was a kid, spiritual. And when there wasn't even a word called spiritual, and it was like I just felt different because everybody wasn't on the same thing. And then when I got into human
Right.
design, everything in
It
my
was like,
chart was like, yes,
right?
it was like you're a
Yeah.
Pisces for one, okay? You're the most spiritual sign there is, 12th house, okay? So then you got the angle of spirit, meaning that like I'm abundant, and then I have a gateway of abundance of spirit. So I'm not
Wow.
just spirit, I'm abundant of spirit. And I try to
Yeah.
tell people it was so crazy. I used to say I'm 80% spirit and 20% human. I'm learning
Okay.
this human shit. I really don't get it, but I get the spirit stuff. But it's
Mm-hmm.
the human thing because and I lead with my heart a lot. So I get like how you feel. Like we have to learn boundaries with that because
Yeah,
we will be given to the wrong people and the wrong things, and they would drain us when we have an abundance of it. But it's because we're supposed to give to the right people. Like we came
exactly.
to give, but
Yeah.
we have to know who we give to.
Balance.
Yes, and a
Balance.
balance and give back to ourselves. And that,
And
like you
it's
said,
so
like
easy, especially under that Pisces energy. We kind of just want to give
yes,
all the time, and because that's our nature. And so I think that is the reality of that as well. Like just balancing the give with, like, you can't pour out of an empty cup.
you sure
So
can't.
yeah.
And I love that nature in us because Pisces are very sensitive, very empathic. Um, and I used to think all these traits were weak when I was younger because people would, again, they would play on those traits, being vulnerable. What? Walking around like I was a soft fucking shell crab, like everything was on the outside. Yeah.
Me too.
And then, if you said I was sensitive, I'd cry. So don't tell
Right. And then I fuss at you while I'm crying, okay?
me. But I see now that that is extreme superpower because, first of all, emotion is God. It is God's language. It's energy and motion. Like
I
it's
say.
raw emotion, and to be able to embody that, and then to be able to control your emotions. Because see, I was so much filled with emotions. I'm because Pisces, right? We fish. Fish can't live on the land. We're the only ones that have to live in the water. Water is
Mhm.
emotion. We live in emotion. And
Yeah.
so learning to balance the waves, learning to balance, it took me really like all my life to get to the point where I can get to the 0 point energy within me where nothing really rocks the inside of me regardless because I know that like this is where my God lives is in my heart. Some
Yeah.
people God lives in their head, some people God lives in their belly, some people God lives in my heart. And if I
Right.
can balance that, I'm able to get through anything. But it
Yeah.
took a while to get there. And I
Absolutely.
realized that those were beautiful superpowers that we were granted as Pisces, number one, but as anybody who's empathic, like know that that's a gift. The
Yeah.
world needs empathetic people because loving and caring, that's like besides authenticity, is like the highest vibration.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So live in your authenticity, people, star seeds. Live in your highest selves and don't let nobody tell you that who you are is something wrong with it because man, you are needed just the way you are.
And that's the other thing, the biggest lesson I think that comes from human design as well. Like each person is their own set of like stars, and there's no need to want what somebody else has or whatever, because then that would make you like them instead of like yourself. And yeah, I love that part about human design.
Yes. You like your
Mhm.
own constellation. You
Yeah,
just gotta really step into, and it gives you, it empowers you. It
I'm telling
empowers you
you.
by telling you, look, this is your not self. And
Yep,
this is like, and you know that because you resonate with that when you know, oh damn, I'm really
exactly.
feeling bitter today. I'm
Right.
frustrated today. You know those feelings. So you know if you're resonating in that to be able to check yourself because it gives you that.
Right. Right. Right.
And I
Yep.
yeah, I love human design. I really would love to have you back before the end of the year on a human design show with Claudia. I think that would be
Yeah. That would be. I would love it. Yeah,
oh yes, okay,
absolutely.
we'll make
Just
it
let me
happen.
know. I love that.
Yes,
Yep.
I got chills. That's gonna be beautiful. So, also, Tony, we're doing dating by design over here. So we're gonna start doing like a matchmaker thing over here, where we're gonna be looking at the human design charts and allowing people to like choose based on like just talking, and then we'll choose based on the human design chart, how they match up, and let them go on dates and see how it goes. So,
Wow, that's huge.
yes, I think that'll be great. So if you want to participate, we can talk about that backstage too. Like,
Okay.
as a human, maybe you'll be one of our experts to be able to, help us look
Like,
over.
yeah, when are you doing it?
So we've already set up the application. I got Claudia reviewing it right now. I'll send it over to you too, so you can look over it and stuff.
Okay.
And then we're still in the making, so it's plenty of time to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's gonna
just keep me posted. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds very interesting.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Everybody should
Love
date according to
Connection?
their human design. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
What
what
you
you
say?
say?
I said everybody should date according to their human design. I think that's brilliant.
I
Yeah.
think so too. We'd be much happier. Oh, I could just plug in right here. But at least we could try. I think it would be a great, just a little thing to try out and see how it goes. And I was thinking of doing it like the Love Connection. You know how they come back and everybody talks about it. And maybe the person you choose is the same person we choose. Maybe you talk about it and realize it clicks naturally.
Right.
So, yeah, I think it'll be dope. But I'd love to have you a part of that.
Just keep me posted. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely will. This has been a great conversation again. I'm going to play Congo as we go out tonight. And this is Toni Hickman's newest video. Where can they see this video besides here on Pronoia?
You can go to YouTube and put in Toni Hickman Congo song or Congo video, and it should come up. Yeah, and you can follow me on all social media at The Real Toni Hickman.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. And then do you have anything else you want to share, like anything projects coming out that we need to tap into?
Yeah, I'm about to start this series that I was speaking on. And I guess I can say the name, and I'm debating if it's going to be the 11th or the 22nd, so I will let you know.
Okay.
But it is called the Scriptures of Intimacy.
Ooh.
And that is the name of the show. It's going to be a podcast and it's going to be on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
And yeah. So that will be starting in September. But
nice. We'll be tapped in. We'll make sure that we advertise over here. Y'all tap into Miss Toni Hickman's The Scriptures of Intimacy. I like that.
Yes. And it's not what people think. I mean, well, I don't know what people think, but they'll see. So, yeah.
Go ahead, bring the little nasties over so they can get some information. What's this here?
Right. Intimacy. Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of everything. That's the beauty of it. So
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you all for tapping in. You guys.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
It's been a wonderful night. Again, thank you, Toni. I'm sorry for the mix-up.
And I'm sorry I'm late for everybody you had on. I saw the note. I said, "Oh my God!" I just knew I was downstairs. Like I was
not gonna make you wait no hour and 25 minutes for this. I said, "What?" I said, "Oh no! Oh my God!" And I said it. I said I started talking about 8 because I'm thinking Eastern and you.
Yes, and I didn't even think about you being on Eastern Standard, and so yeah, that's what threw me completely off. So that's my bad too. My bad. Yeah. Next time I know Eastern and Central. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God. Thank you guys for tapping in. This is Pronoia Starseed Podcast. Pronoia means that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. No matter what it looks like on this 3D, know that things are working out for you. We love you. This is the Goddess Rael and Miss Toni Hickman. Have a great night, Starseeds. Peace out.
Peace.
Is the war going on in the Congo?
become so numb? Is it because we were forced to love a God that looks like the slave master? And when did we become so numb? Sane living in an insane world can make a sane people go insane. And the tricks that have been done to the melanated brain have been precise while robbing us of our identity. Pain has become our embedded truth while seeking Jesus for change. You see, this ain't just about the minerals. This is about our memories as lifeless blood fuels our phones. But the names of our missing babies never make it to the scrolls. Over 6 million deaths in the Congo. Over 600,000 deaths in the black streets of America since 1990. Over 600,000 babies missing as we still party like it's 1999. And ignoring the genocide as another mother cries and another soldier dies in the wars of our mind. Numb to the pain that we see, so we in the Congo. It's time for resurrection. We gotta resurrect our minds, our minds, our minds. We gotta resurrect our minds.
Man, damn, I've been hurt for a little minute. That struggle I live ain't gone cause I'm still in it. Can't keep a job, but I'm still living. Been behind on the bills, but I'm still giving. Man, I come from the gutter, the bottom, way under the track when I speak through on they business. What a party, old people be snake system. And the ones that you love sending death wishes. No, I ain't had the clothes on my back, nor the shoes on my feet to go stomp with the big dogs. Back then, they would bully a bitch, so I had to throw balls just to show them a bitch raw. No, we ain't had the money to turn on the water. Took baths with a bucket and washcloth. Life been so up and down like a seesaw. And they wonder why a bitch gotta go off. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the fight. You can never change me like the weather. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the fight. You can never change me like the weather. I all of this shit, do it once. I can't get to the paper for the business I need to. Keep doing this music, but people don't listen, trying to see what the fuck am I gon' do. Gotta stay in the mix and I keep showing face, put aside all the crying I did do. And most of these niggas be all in my grill and can't walk in my shoes, he a damn fool. Shit, multiple times I done been through depression, begging the God that can take me to heaven. Said I ain't strong, I can't take on the battles you throw in my life, but I know these is lessons. That's on the pole, but don't talk about it often. Sold out some weed just to make me a profit. Went out to Cali to swipe me some cars, and they never told, cause I kept it solid. On best friend, tried to fuck on the one that I love, had to go and cut the bitch off. Man, I had to offset my career, set to give me some time to take off, gotta blast off. If I had about 5 just to talk to who dead or alive, I'd talk to my child now and tell him I'm sorry. Mama wasn't ready and young that a boy maybe crash out. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make a better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the fight. You can never change me like the weather. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the fight. You can never change me like the weather. Kane.
Fresh out the fresh out. Everything's a vibe. Like, this is science. Everything's got its own frequency. We know that energy is neither created or destroyed, it's merely transferred or transformed. When we speak in energy. I don't even think people pay attention half the time in conversation when I say, I feel you, I feel you, I feel you.
You said I read your mind the other day, but baby, we are just connected deeply in another way. That telepathy connection, energy that's manifested through that melanin, electric currents traveling kinetic. What you thinking? But my mama calling me. Coincidence, no higher common sense, a calling ESP. We are magic while this world's unraveling. 5G cannot limit our abilities from traveling. See, I'm on another level, dirty, dig it, homie, get the shovel. I'm a rebel in this motherfucker, dancing with these demons. Got them screaming, this world is planting fear inside us. Clearly I'm just over all the brainwashing. Time to wash your brain of all the pain, of all the stress, all the lies you told yourself. Open your eyes and realize you're a diamond in the rock. Don't let them tell you what you're not. It's time to show the world all this magic that we got with telepathy.
So hear me clearly. For me, language is liberation. The words that we have, they define and describe the very things that free our mind, but only when we choose with intention and pay attention to the frequency of the words that we use to construct our realities. Who do you say that you are? I am. I am. Those two words alone are the very beginning to a powerful sequence of awakening yourself to who and all that you are, have been, and will be. We talk in frequency.
Clouded visions, poison minds, can't see clear enough. The world full of interference, so God ain't hearing us. My spouse miles away, can't even take a walk in public. Coronavirus got us locked away like lab subjects. Close your eyes and you can feel the pain, we all connected. Empath, so I sense when every soul's ejected. A mystic, magical, way beyond simplistic. 5G blocking my chi, keeping our signals twisted. Communicate with my mind, mental telepathy. Into a nature, so we speak on different frequencies. My third, I watch, the other two never truly see. The world is an illusion shrouded in secrecy. A king by birthright, a god at first sight. Divine shine bright, blind the wicked at first light. Open your heart chakra and let these words shock you. We tell them havoc, use your magic like a witch doctor.
Or ancient Egyptian words of power that speaks to the soul. I command your soul to listen. Nuktachaz un mesura aritun ak em ta temau. Nuktachaz un mesura aritun ak em ta temau. Nuktachaz chaz un mesura aritun ak im ta temau. Nukta chaz un mesura aritun ak im ta temau.
Learn to cloud surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times. So I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my coat to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors, trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.